Next concept is the length of intercept made by the circle x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c is equal to 0 on x axis is 2 root g square minus c. So if g square minus c is greater than 0, the length of intercept made by the circle on x axis is 2 root g square minus c. We are going to prove that theorem. Now consider equation of the circle as x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c is equal to 0. So this is the circle intersecting on x axis. So we are going to find the length of intercept made by this circle on x axis, that is 2 root g square minus c. Now this circle is going to intersect on x axis. So consider equation of x axis. Equation of x axis is y is equal to 0. Now let it be equation 1 and equation 2. Now by solving these two equations we get the roots of a comma b, where a comma b are the points where the circle has intersected on x axis. So solving 1 and 2, you will get x square plus 2gx plus c is equal to 0. Since y is equal to 0, we put y is equal to 0. So since y is equal to 0, we get x square plus 2gx plus c is equal to 0. Now remember that this equation is a quadratic equation. It represents two values of x, which are the roots of, which are the x coordinates of these points, that is x1 and x2. The roots of the equation x square plus 2gx plus c is equal to 0 are nothing but the x coordinates of the points a comma b. So let x1 comma x2 be its roots. Now you have x1 plus x2, sum of the roots is equal to minus 2g and the product of the roots is equal to c. You know the formulas of sum of the roots and product of the roots. Now we have to find the distance between a and b, that is ab, which is the length of intercept made by the circle on x axis. So we have AB. AB is equal to mod x1 minus x2. Distance between A and B is the length of intercept made by the circle on x-axis. Now mod x1 minus x2 can be written as root over x1 plus x2 whole square minus 4x1 x2. So that is equal to root over what is x1 plus x2 minus 2c, and x1 x2 is c. So what is x1 plus x2 minus 2z, and x1 x2 is c. So by substituting you will get 2 minus 2z, you will get minus 2z whole square minus 4c. So root over 4g square minus 4c. So it will be 2 root g square minus c. So length of intercept made by the circle on x-axis is 2 root g square minus c. Since g square minus c is in the square root, so it must be a positive quantity. If it is 0, then the intercept is 0. Now another theorem, if f square minus c greater than 0, then the length of intercept made by the circle on y-axis is 2 root f square minus c. Now consider the equation of the circle s congruence x square plus y square plus 2jx plus 2fy plus c is equal to 0. So the circle has intercepted on y-axis, so that its equation is x is equal 0. By substituting x is equal 0, you will get an equation in terms of y, that is y square plus 2fy plus c is equal 0. Now the circle has intercepted on y-axis. Now the circle has intercepted on y-axis. Clearly you can see on y-axis the coordinates of a comma b are 0 comma y1 and 0 comma y2. So y1 y2 are nothing but the roots of the quadratic equation y square plus 2fy plus c equal to 0. So y1 plus y2 is minus 2f and y1 y2 is c. So you have to find the length of intercept made by the circle on y-axis, that is nothing but AB. So AB is equal to mod y1 minus y2, that can be written as root over y1 plus y2 whole square minus 4y1 y2. Substituting the values, you will get the length of the intercept made by the circle on y-axis is 2 root f square minus c. Very important concept. Now the next concept, if the circle touches x-axis. If the circle touches x-axis, that means there will be no intercept on x-axis. So that 2 root f square minus c will be, 2 root g square minus c will be 0. So you will get g square is equal to c. So if g square is equal to c, then the circle touches x-axis like this. Now if the circle touches x-axis, then its radius r is equal to root of g square plus f square minus c. Now g square is equal to c, so they will be cancelled. So r is equal to mod f. So if the circle touches x-axis, then radius is equal to mod f. And another concept, now if the circle touches y-axis, so if the circle touches y-axis, then f square is equal to c. Similarly 2 root f square minus c will be 0, so you will get f square is equal to c. And radius will be r is equal to mod g. So the circle touches y-axis, it will be like this. The circle touches y-axis. So if the circle touches y-axis, then f square is equal to c and the radius will be mod f. Now if the circle touches both the axes like this, so if the circle touches both the axes, that is the circle touches both the x-axis and y-axis, that means g square is equal to f square is equal to c. Very important concept. So if the circle touches both the x-axis, then g square is equal to f square is equal to c. The next concept is to find tangent and normal to the given circle. Now we know that a line which touches the curve at exactly one point is called a tangent to that curve. So a line which touches the circle at exactly one point is called a tangent. And normal is a line which is passing through the point of contact of the tangent and perpendicular to that tangent at that point. We have discussed the definition of tangent and normal in previous classes. Now let us find the equation of tangent and normal at a given point on the circle. Equation of equation of tangent at Px1 comma y1 to the circle x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equal to 0, that is nothing but s is s1 is equal to 0. So the equation of tangent to the circle at a point on the circle is s1 is equal to 0. So we have tangent is a line which touches the circle at exactly one point. We are finding the tangent at the point on the circle. Now to find the tangent, tangent is nothing but a line passing through the point Px1 comma y1. Now if you know the slope of that line, you can write the equation of line in point slope form, that is y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. Now by the differentiation chapter we have the derivative of the curve at a given point is the slope of the tangent to the curve. By the definition of tangent from the differentiation, you have that the derivative of the curve at a given point is the slope of the tangent to the curve. So let us consider x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c is equal to 0. Now to find the slope of the tangent, you need to differentiate the curve. So differentiating with respect to x, you will get 2x plus 2y dy by dx plus 2z into 1 plus 2f into dy by dx plus 0. Derivative of constant is 0. So dy by dx into f plus y or y plus f is equal to minus of x plus g. So dy by dx is equal to minus of x plus g by y plus f. This is the derivative of the curve. But derivative of the curve at a given point gives you the slope of the tangent. So slope of the tangent. Slope of the tangent m is equal to dy by dx at px1 comma y. So that is the slope of the tangent. So that will be minus of x1 plus g by y1 plus f. Now you have slope of the tangent or the line which touching the circle and it is passing through px1 comma y1. So required tangent line is y minus y1 is equal to minus of x1 plus g by y1 plus f into x minus x1. That is y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. So y minus y1 into y1 plus f is equal to minus of x1 plus g into x minus x1. Multiplying the terms, you will get y1 minus plus yf minus y1 square minus y1f is equal to minus xx1 plus x1 square minus gx plus gx1. Now y1 plus xx1 plus gx plus fy, gx plus fy is equal to x1 square plus y1 square plus gx1 plus fy. Now let us add gx1 fy1 plus c on both sides. So you will get xx1 plus yy1. Now you are adding gx1, so that g of x plus x1 plus f of y plus y1 plus c is equal to, we added gx1 fy1 on left side. Similarly, we will add gx1 fy1 plus c on right side. So it will be x1 square plus y1 square plus 2gx1 plus 2fy1 plus c. Now you have px1 comma y1 is on the circle. If P is a point on the circle, then it has to satisfy the circle. That means S11 is equal to 0. So what is S11? x1 square plus y1 square plus 2gx1 plus 2fy1 plus c is equal to 0, since the point is on the circle. So clearly this equation will be 0. Now we have notations, that is xx1 plus yy1 plus g of x plus x1 plus f of y plus y1 plus c is s1. So that is s1 is equal to 0. So the equation of tangent to the circle at the given point px1 comma y1 is s1 is equal to 0. Very important concept. Remember that this is the tangent at the point on the circle. Now let us find the equation of normal to the circle at the point on the circle. Now normal is a line passing through the point of contact and perpendicular to the tangent at that point. So we are going to find the normal. Now normal is a perpendicular line to the tangent. The slope of the tangent is given by m is equal to minus of x1 plus g by y1 plus f. So slope of normal will be y1 plus f by x1 plus g. Since slope of perpendicular line to the given line is minus 1 by f, so that will be y1 plus f by x1 plus g. So let us find the equation of normal. So equation of normal, that is passing through x1 by 1 and having slope y1 plus f by x1 plus g is y minus y1 is equal to y1 plus f by x1 plus g into x minus x1. So y minus y1 into x1 plus g is equal to x minus x1 into y1 plus f. So required equation is x minus x1 into y1 plus f minus y minus y1 into x1 plus g is equal to 0. That is the equation of normal to the circle at the point. Now observe this equation. It satisfies minus g comma minus f. You can see that if you put minus g comma minus f here, it is minus g minus x1 into y1 plus f minus g minus x1 into y1 plus f minus f minus y1 into x1 plus g. Now this will be minus of g plus x1 into y1 plus f plus f plus y1 into x1 plus g. So result is 0. That means normal line is passing through the center of the circle. Very important concept. Normal to the circle always passes through the center of the circle. So that means this normal line is passing through C minus G comma minus F. Therefore, normal passes through the center of the circle. Very important concept. So tangent is S1 is equal 0 and normal is nothing but a line passing through the center and point of contact. So if you are asked to find the normal of the circle, you can simply find the line joining center and point of contact, because normal passes through the center of the circle. That is the concept.